5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'm going between bushes start near me. And suddenly 3 people coming against me. With sacks on the shoulders. There was 3 warlocks, farmers, coming to rob, to take the clothing from the killing people, from the dead people. That was a lot to pick up the clothes. Farmers from all over around. These 3 coming in. They saw me naked, all over by the blood. 2 warm bed. Hey, Zizek. A Jew. The third one was a man with them, with a cross. They don't have any crosses. He has a cross, a big cross, on Jesus like this. And he says to me, you go back to the graves where you belonged, in Polish.
We have a number of photographs of the mass shootings because people take pictures of things that are of interest to them. They attended these executions and they took pictures the way people took pictures of lynchings in the South.
On some level, they couldn't not take the pictures. It was powerful. It was attractive. It was meaningful. It was fascinating. And it was something that, at least on a subliminal level, they were proud of. And consequently, they wanted to document it for history.
This film, which lasts less than 2 minutes, I think, was taken by an off-duty German military officer who attended this mass shooting on the coast in Latvia in the latter part of June of 1941, or the very early part of July. The film is a remarkable document, if you will. Within its very brief time period, gives us access to all of the actors in this horrific drama. You have the victims, and you see that in this case these are all men, some of whom have been beaten before being conveyed to the execution site. The shooters, these are uniformed SS and police personnel who are actually carrying out the shootings. Then you have another important actor in the drama, and that is the local auxiliaries who assisted the German SS and police in the shootings. These are the men with white armbands carrying probably their hunting rifles or their weapons that they used for their own purposes. Then, of course, you have the so-called bystanders, the witnesses, including children in short pants who are witnessing this really grotesque spectacle. And they're not witnessing anonymous people being shot. They're witnessing their neighbors, their teachers, their pharmacists, their physicians, people with whom they've grown up, whom they looked up to perhaps. There's a kind of intimacy to the murders that is both incredibly unsettling, but also a kind of grotesque nature to it. For me, the most chilling thing is that for the shooters, there's a kind of quotidian boredom to what they're doing in some cases. You see the guy smoking, blowing out the smoke, evidence that this is a kind of routine, in some cases boring task that they're following through on. The most chilling set of frames in that for me is this pet dog that someone brings with them. How the dog is startled by the rifle shots and darts across the frame. A kind of reflexive reaction on the part of the animal to the shots. Who brought the dog there? Did the dog go back home with them? What was the dog doing on this scene when people were being murdered? I don't know why that moves me, but it does.
Three major problems with this killing operation that were problems. The second was that it was too personal. And then finally, the problem with this was it was a waste of bullets.
Heinrich Himmler was horrified. He had found it easy to order other people to kill. But to be in the presence of people being shot in large numbers into a pit and to hear their screaming and moaning and see their writhing was more than he could stomach. And he started running around hysterically screaming, "Kill them quickly, kill them quickly." And this was just about the time when the decision came to move the Jews of Western Europe, which followed directly from the United States joining the war as the result of Pearl Harbor in December of 1941. That's when Himmler said, okay, the gloves are off, basically. And they began to think about moving all the Jews of Western Europe.
The real story is not the numbers killed, but all the Jews of town after town, village after village. It's Moshele and Shloimele, it's Hanala and Rivkala, it's Leila. It's family by family, person by person. One by one by one, bullet by bullet by bullet.